Here's the brutal truth. A blue whale weighing as much as 30 school buses has lower blood pressure than most guys sitting on their recliner watching football. Think about that for a second. This ocean giant, with arteries so wide you could crawl through them, keeps its heart beating calm and steady about 5 thumps a minute. Meanwhile, humans barely 200 pounds get stressed just checking their emails, their blood pressure spiking like a microwave popcorn bag about to burst. Why do whales, carrying the weight of an ocean, stay cool while we humans risk popping a vein just hauling groceries? What if I told you the answer isn't locked in expensive pills, but in nature's playbook, and whales have been showing us the way for millions of years? Stay tuned, because I'll reveal how to bring your blood pressure down the savage, natural way. Picture the life of a blue whale. This giant spends its days gliding slowly through the ocean, conserving energy, taking in deep rhythmic breaths that fill lungs the size of a small apartment. It eats what it needs, mostly tiny krill, and then rests, drifting in the vast calm of the sea. The whale's body has evolved for balance, low stress, steady oxygen intake, and an environment free of fast food drive-thrus. Its blood vessels stretch wide, like highways without traffic jams, and its heart doesn't have to fight against clogged arteries or constant spikes of adrenaline. Now let's flip the scene to humans. Instead of slow, steady breaths, we hunch over laptops and scroll through news that raises our blood pressure before breakfast. Instead of nutrient-rich meals, we wolf down burgers and salty snacks in cars between errands. And instead of drifting in deep rest, we binge late-night shows with glowing screens just inches from our eyes. No wonder nearly half of adults in the US are battling high blood pressure, a silent killer that sneaks in like a thief, raising risk for stroke, heart attack, and kidney failure. The whale swims on, calm and unbothered, while we, supposedly the smart species, are slowly strangling our own arteries. But here's the twist. Nature already gave us the blueprint to reverse this. Want to know what it looks like? So, here's the good news. You don't need to weigh 200 tons to enjoy the whale's secret. When you learn to breathe deeper, eat cleaner, and let your body rest like nature intended, the benefits hit fast. Your blood vessels relax, like unclogged pipes in a brand new house. Your energy shoots up steady and smooth like a whale powering through the ocean without breaking a sweat. Your mind clears, no longer hijacked by stress hormones, leaving you calm enough to laugh at traffic jams instead of cursing them. And best of all, your risk of heart attack and stroke plummets while your daily life feels lighter, steadier, and far more under control. Imagine living with the calm pulse of a whale instead of the ticking time bomb of a stressed out human. Step 1. The whale breath reset. Think of the whale's breath, slow, deep, powerful. Each inhale fills those massive lungs with oxygen-rich air, then releases it in one steady blow that could spray over a car. Now compare that to humans. Shallow, chest-only breaths while hunched over a laptop. Shallow breathing keeps your nervous system on edge, like a car engine revving all day without shifting gears. Here's the hack. Practice belly breathing. Sit tall, put one hand on your stomach, inhale for 4 counts, let your belly rise, then exhale for 6 counts. Just 5 minutes a day can lower blood pressure. Because deep breathing triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural brake pedal. Remember this, breathe like a whale, not like a panicked squirrel. Step 2, the krill diet principle. Blue whales eat krill, tiny shrimp-like creatures by the ton, yet their diet is incredibly clean, high in omega, 3-second, low in salt, no processed junk. Humans, meanwhile, season everything like we're trying to pickle ourselves alive. Excess sodium stiffens arteries, forcing the heart to pump harder. Your fix? Swap one salty snack with fresh fruit, veggies, or nuts daily. Add fish rich in omega-3, like salmon or sardines, at least twice a week. Omega-3 can improve vessel flexibility, making blood flow smoother. Think of oiling squeaky hinges. Here's your mantra. Eat like a whale, tiny, clean, consistent, not like a raccoon raiding trash cans. End for math. Step 3. The ocean rest rule. Whales don't stay wired 24/7. They rest in rhythm with the ocean, half their brain asleep at a time, always maintaining balance. Humans, We binge late night shows, doom scroll, and wonder why our hearts pound like drum solos at midnight. Lack of rest keeps cortisol high, which pushes blood pressure up like a stuck elevator. Your hack. Set a digital sunset turn off screens an hour before bed. Replace it with a calming ritual. Stretch, read, or sip herbal tea. 7 hours of real rest a night lowers blood pressure and resets hormones. Remember, sleep like the ocean, steady waves, not crashing storms. So here's the savage truth. Lower blood pressure doesn't come from miracle pills, but from living more like a whale, slow breaths, clean fuel, and steady rest. If a 200-ton giant can keep calm, what's stopping you? Here's where science backs up the whale playbook. A study from the American Heart Association found that just 5 minutes of deep breathing a day can reduce systolic blood pressure by as much as 9 millimeter G, similar to what you'd get from some first-line medications. Think of it as unclogging rush hour traffic. Suddenly, the cars, your blood cells flow freely. Another landmark study in The Lancet showed that people who replaced processed, salty foods with a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and omega-3 fish lowered their risk of heart disease by up to 30%. That's like going from driving an old rusty car to cruising in a brand new hybrid, same driver, smoother ride. And let's not forget sleep. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that adults sleeping less than 6 hours a night are 20% more likely to develop hypertension. In other words, skimping on sleep is like running your heart engine 24/7 without oil. It's only a matter of time before it breaks down. Science is screaming the same thing the whales have whispered for millennia. Breathe deeper, eat cleaner, rest smarter. Now I know what you're thinking. I'm too old, too busy, too stuck in my ways. But let me remind you, whales live 80 to 100 years without ever touching a treadmill, downloading a wellness app, or counting calories. They just breathe, eat clean fuel, and follow nature's rhythm. If a 200-ton creature can manage its blood pressure without excuses, what's stopping you? Even 5 minutes of whale breathing, one swap snack, or one earlier bedtime is enough to start lowering the pressure today. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to begin. Think of it this way. Every excuse is like a barnacle clinging to your ship, slowing you down. Knock one off today, and you'll feel the ocean open up. So here's your choice. Live like a stressed out human, arteries squeezing tight like rush hour traffic, or live like the whale, gliding calm through life with steady power and a heart that endures for decades. Nature isn't asking you to change overnight, it's daring you to take one step closer to balance. Imagine the freedom of walking upstairs without gasping, of hearing your doctor say, "Your pressure looks perfect." That calm pulse is waiting for you, it's inside you already. All you have to do is unlock it. Stay wild, stay healthy, and never mess with nature's schedule. If this message hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share Savage Health Secrets. Let's make humans a little more whale-like, one heartbeat at a time.